Welcome back to the Call of Duty North American Championship 2015 presented by Xbox. We have our grand finals here of the NA Regional Qualifier. Who is it going to be? Optic Gaming starting off so strong, but the Wolfpack, Denial, showing what they're capable of in that second half.
Yeah, they did a pretty good comeback, not gonna lie. That second rotation of Hills managed to reduce the deficit, actually took the lead at parts of that game as well. And I was thinking, going into that last hard point, whoever was going to rotate first was going to win it. Luckily, though, as we mentioned before, Formal with a clutch kill holds down the rotation and Optic Gaming pick up just a 7-point game.
All right, so now it's time for game number 2. We're heading to Search and Destroy. And Ben, how do these two players stack up? JCap on the right for Denial, Nade Shot on our left.
Of course, these statistics only when the two teams have played against each other. Nade Shot with a 1.0 S&D KD and JCap with the 1.10, but first blood percentage, 13% from both of them. Plant, so 0.67 from Nade and 0.13 from Mr. JCap.
Attached 40 and 39 that last game. Really impressive in his last series, but I think JCap is definitely going to be our guy to watch. He had a rough game number 1.
He's going to shake it off.
He's going to shake it off for sure. The question is, how many kills will he be able to put up? Last time we saw him, he was able to drop double digits, but that's not a good stat coming into this one. Optic Gaming currently 5-0 in S&D at this event.
Yeah.
5 matches,
Right,
5 S&D
100%.
wins. They've never gone to game 5.
Right. You haven't lost an S&D, so that's pretty good stat to have on your shoulders. And that, you know, one of those factors really when you ask who do you think is going to win this one, you kind of have to favor up the game when you look at those stats. Although for me, now when you look at them, fantastic sniping ability that this team possesses. Can they get those first picks? That's going to be key. Replays and Clay going to be rocking those snipers, and I believe Attach also an IMR, so keep your eyes out for that.
All right, just showing you where the defense is setting up. They smell an Optic A push.
Oh, I like that.
And JCap right away is going to set up Optic with the bomb. Coming in strong, and JCap is going to get first blood and get out. Replays also there to support. Nade Shot and Formal backing down wisely. Replays tries to chase after, but Nade Shot is going to punish with the Amelie.
Nade Shot looking for that 1 versus 3 clutch, able to pick up the first kill, but he's going to be going up against JCap and Clay now for Denial. That was a pretty good aggressive defensive round from Denial, trying to catch up to Gaming out, and somewhat has worked. You see Nade Shot on that minimap though. Not in any hurry whatsoever, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any movement here from Denial. There's no need. Nade Shot with the bomb. And he is going to be pushing in.
Oh, Nade Shot.
Oh, my, Nade Shot 1v3 clutch to start game number 2.
He's getting fired up on that stage as well. Nice clutch. 1v3 clutch in that first round. Kicks off 3-0. Great reads from him. And really smart plays.
Formal getting one that round. We'll see, though, if Nade Shot continues to have the hot hand on defense. I want to switch over to the attacking side. We got Denial about to be on your screen. Who's your player to watch?
I would say see if Clayster can try and get a pick with that sniper rifle. It looks like he's going to aim over towards purple. See if he can see anyone crossover, but you see Scum obviously top purple there next to COD Vision. Clay not going to get any look. Formal, though. First blood with the snipe against Attach.
And that's no good for Replays. There are 2 players pushed up right at purple. Replays on elbow in a dangerous position. Also, battle going down at ice. JCap going to have to back away from that one. He's going to be pinched from purple. Replays trying to get the angle on Formal, but Optic's setup is too strong before he can get to Clay. He's taken down. 4 straight kills from Optic Gaming here.
Yep. They just look so strong in Search and Destroy. At least in the first 2 rounds here of Search and Destroy Biolab. You see Krem with that final kill on Clayster. As Nade Shot's still at 3-0, but one of his teammates 4-1 there at the top of that leaderboard.
Formal, after getting 1 kill in the first round, picked up 3 in the second. He is going to be our player to watch on the attack. He's going to have 1 stun grenade. He's got his mute. He's got the sniper as well, and that is the weapon this man was known for most of his competitive gaming career. Looking up top, not going to see much, and you are going to see some action over at purple. The B setup is where Denial was expecting. However, there's a player set in the back to scout it out. Did he see JCap?
I love that play from Optic Gaming as well to push A once again. It didn't work the first time. It kind of got countered, but Nade Shot managed to clutch up in that 1 versus 3. However, now, you see they have managed to get some control. But it's going to all be about that first blood. Clayster and Attach both managed to pick up kills. Scumpy's going to fall. Crimsix now left 1v4. Not going to be able to manage that. And Denial pick up the first round here in Search and Destroy Biolab.
Trading blows. Denial needed a round. They couldn't let this one get out of hand. They could tie it up here. Up next, we'll see who's going to have the hot hand. JCap versus Krim. very confident shots there as JCap connecting on every bullet.
And you asked, is JCap going to be able to bounce back after that kind of slow game in hardpoint? Top of his team right now, 3-2. And that clutch kill, well, not really clutch kill, but that final kill, if you will, of that last round to give Denial the first round win here in the S&D.
They're scared of Scump going on their roof. This round, you saw replays, launch the double nades, Attach gonna hunt down Formal. So much more aggressive push here from Denial, this time on the attack. Unfortunately, replays has dropped. JCap in the window is gonna fall as well. It's all up to Clayster. It was a 1v2. Crim, last man alive here in the one-on-one. Oh, yeah. And Clay is getting up and screaming. You could probably hear that picked up from our microphone.
Yeah, that was pretty loud. Not gonna lie.
Give me that baby.
Crim just kind of strolling through. Casually thinks he's up top. Clay's like, nah, drop down, buddy. Drop down. Hits him with the melee attack, the power punch. All's tied up. 2-2.
Clay looking very strong that last round, but really I think it was just the play call there from Denial. They knew they had to hit it quick. The grenade stopping Scump, Attach able to trade first bloods, and then after that, it was just Clay clutching up. We'll see Scump here.
Pulling out the melee this round once again as Clay gets that first pick on Formal. He's been so efficient with that first blood in Search and Destroy, especially this game. 5-2 on a 4 streak. If he gets a second kill there of the round for him on Scumpy. Crim thinking about pushing a purple, but realistically he's going to need support from his teammate Nadeshot, who's right at the back of Snow.
Where did that nade go? That second one from Crim. First one gave him hit markers. The second one didn't do any damage. But now Nade pushing up with the bomb, has a player directly with the bomb, gets sniped, but survives the first bullet. Finally, Clay hunts him down. Crim, 1-on-4, gets attached. He's got Clay, JCap, and replays left alive though, and he's got to get to that bomb.
Clayster looking for the ace right now. Crim6 in a 1 versus 3 right now. Maybe turns his corner, he's going to be in some trouble. Clayster gets the ace and extends his streak, I believe, to an 8-kill streak here in Search and Destroy Biolab.
And look at the patience here. Clayster just going prone. Crim didn't see it until it was too late. Clay had him dead to rights. 8-2, the 7 streak. Clay looking so strong. Definitely MVP material. This guy's played incredible throughout the weekend, but it's a team effort that has helped Denial get back into this one. They now lead 3-2, and right away, Clay is going to be looking for the first blood.
Yeah, he's been pretty good at getting those first picks for Denial so far in this S&D Biolab, and he's going to need to continue to do that if Denial is going to manage to pick up this Search and Destroy. Of course, Optic Gaming haven't lost a Search and Destroy all tournament long, currently 5-0. Denial, look at trying to change things here.
Definitely switching it up. JCap just peeked into ice, didn't see anyone. Now there's shots coming out as the barrels are blown up over towards A. Definitely going to be an A rotation coming from Denial. Optic not seeing any action at B quite yet. JCap wisely jumping over that doorway not to be seen. And Attach, he's going to be the first one into action. Shots going down, but the bomb planter looks like he was actually cleaned up. Not planted quite yet. 3-on-3. Attach trying to stay alive. It's up to Clay and JCap. Clayster, last man standing, has Formal and Scump pick up kills before I can get over to JCap. Can Clay do it again here? He's going to have to pick it up. 1-on-3 this time.
Yeah, there's a play you want in this situation right now. It is going to be Clay. Has Scump in mid-bio. Can he get the pick? No, he can't. Just going to have to dip, but 20 seconds. Time's running out. Clayster, very, very unlikely here that he's going to pick up this 1 versus 3. I think he's just going to play for a couple of kills.
Just hit all.
If he will start.
Right?
Okay, all right, Clay.
if there was a bullet in that chamber, Scump was done.
Yeah, that would have been a nasty snipe, but Formal managed to just get over there in time and picks up that kill with the ASM-1. But as I said, time running out really for Clay. Was never going to win that round. There's no way Optic Gaming were all just going to flood him. So Clay is just going to try and play for some kills.
We're sitting at 3s, heading into round number 7. Clay trying to get his team fired up, calling out the strat nade shot, sticking with his LMG. Actually, as I say that, he's going to put it away, pull out the bow. And let's go over to him. Off the break, he's going to be your bomb carrier. And once again, this is going to be an aggressive Optic squad pushing that A site.
It's weird. When they do push A, though, it isn't like a full-blown kind of rush. They stop, and because they stop, that allows Denial to pick up a couple of kills as Crim6 actually shoots Scumpy from behind. So this one actually going to be placed at left, a 1-on-2 after all the initial intro kills. And I believe Clay has just seen Crim6 as well.
Yeah, it was rough. Crim just getting 1 bullet into Scump there to finish him. Scump with a little ladder stall action on his way to the double jump, but he was still able to do damage, enough to pick off 3 of the players. Optic Gaming on their push, doing very successful push, actually. And we're going to see the bomb going down. I was looking over at Clayster. What's his game plan after peeking into B? He sees it still at A, and he is going to try and push over. Not in time. Krim watching the back of Nade, and that is going to do it for the round.
If Clay picks up that kill and immediately looks down towards his bottom left, he's going to clutch that.
Oh,
that's such a big safe kill right there from Crimson, because his teammate planting the bomb. He's not going to be able to stop planting and pull out his weapon in time. Clay, he's going to just tear through him before he has a chance.
Looking through our players, nothing fancy.
No?
And we're going to see a very aggressive push here from Denial. I have a feeling you see 4 ASM-1s, lots of grenades. Attach is going to open up with double frags. First one going top blue, second one back elbow. No hit markers yet, so B may be the ideal bomb site for Denial. They're also watching their flank. Clayster just sitting in here with the Moors, not going to see anyone. Optic Gaming playing this patiently.
Everyone really taking their time here. Denial going to try and get control of this mid biolab area, and as this time takes, Optic Gaming going to get a little antsy maybe as to where Denial potentially going to be playing, but this is going to be it. They're going to show their hand.
Nice
attached
attach.
with the intro kill on Formal. Is going to be a second player. Jacob didn't actually see him, so Scump going to pick up attach against the 2-piece, looking for the third play to his left. Again, he unfortunately didn't see him in that situation. Now a 1-on-2 for JCap.
Krim doing damage, and look at this, nade shot rolling over, so JCap gonna have his hands full. 2 Optic players, down 4-3. This is to tie it up.
Yeah, Krim isn't gonna challenge JCap there after being weak. Nade shot is gonna have the sniper rifle out. JCap's gonna be tagged up as well. 6 and 5, JCap turns around. Oh, good sort of knowledge there to expect someone to be coming around the outside, but not able to pick up the kill. Optic Gaming go 5-3 into the lead.
Yeah, there's 3 entrances. JCap knows no one's coming behind him. Looks over at the door, but it's too late. Krim so fast with the exo movement. That is Krim's 4th kill on this streak, as he is looking to finish Biolab strong. Optic Gaming 1 round away from going up 2-0. We're going to start this one off with Scump. He leads the squad at 7 and 6. Let's see what he's up to off the break.
Nice shot. Also going to be pulling out that melee again. He's been switching between that class. I just kind of had to flick through over on my Xbox there, but Krim 7 and 5 and Scump 7 and 6. 2 key plays for Optic Gaming here in this set of Biolab.
Krim pre-firing into purple. Neither team able to pick up a kill yet. And pretty interesting, they're giving Scump the bomb. Only one player to really scout this movement out. That is going to be Replays. He's about to have his hands full.
Yeah, that full Optic Gaming lineup is about to be flooding towards him. Replay's going to see the first, he's going to see 2, and then that's immediately going to be called out. Now need to react to this, but Replay's tagged up, has to back out. Formal gets first pick there on Clayster, and that's big. Optic Gaming now with that man advantage.
JCap gets one and gets out. The pinch setting up. Look at the flank as well.
Who is that red arrow? Who is that sneaky player? Attach.
Going to be Mr. Attach, and he is the
he
guy you want.
fight.
Such fast reaction, so
knows.
smart. Knows where Optic wants to set up. 2-on-2 now. Attach.
Oh, he had him so weak, not able to clean up that kill. Turns
Pressing
around
the
though.
issue and finds one. So now it's up to Formal to protect this bomb. 17 seconds left.
And Denial going to know they're going to have to jump on it. Formal's going to not pick up the first
Attach
kill.
is the man. Gets 3 that round on the flank. Replay's going to hit the defuse, and Denial stays alive, forcing round 10.
Attach just knew where Crim6 was when he was hitting that flank. Just lay down, looked up at that top lamp post and cleaned up the first kill. And he had Formal, I believe, so weak. He was unlucky actually not to pick up the second kill, but then turned around and managed to pick up the kill on Scumpy. 5-4. Still in favor of Optic Gaming, but they're now going to need another round just like that to take this to a round 11.
Want to point out, Replay sitting at 1 and 6, has not really been contributing. Yes, he's been carrying the bomb, but normally you'll see him grabbing a few more kills at this point in the game. Can he get another one here? Round number 10. Snipes going in. Attach. Poking through the window. This time he's punished, but 2 are dropped from Optic Gaming. JCap and Clayster still alive with Replays, and Replays waiting for the all clear to put this bomb down.
And me and Rambo spent a lot of time on the ISS this weekend, and I'm sure he's looking at that saying, you need to try and get that bomb down as quickly as possible. As soon as you clean out of sight, you want to try and plant that. However, Replay's going to turn around. I think he may get the kill on Krim. Does
yes.
So. Now it's down to nade shot, 1 versus 3.
All right, now you can plant.
Puckett, this one's going to a round 11.
I'm feeling it, unless we got nade shot once again. Can he pull off the 1v3?
I mean, this would be sick if he does.
We've seen it before in this game. JCap says, not this time, buddy, as you see the player camps here live in the MLG.TV arena. All smiles for Replays in the gang. They're going to round 11. They got the momentum. JCap with 3 kills in a row.
I mean, if replay steps up here in this round 11, all is forgiven, so to speak. You know, 1 and 6 for the majority of the game, as you sort of brought up in that last round. But a big performance in round 11, it's forgotten.
Clayster at the start, going to throw on Trophy. He's got a single grenade. Probably Moore's in his back pocket. Yep, it's exactly the game plan here. And they are feeling very confident going to A. Hit markers is going to alert Optic Gaming already. You see the rotation coming through.
Attached has pulled out the IMR as well. You've seen him drop people very quickly with that weapon all weekend long, and I believe he's seen Nate shot. Oh, he wasn't able to pick up that kill. That would have been big, and immediately to now, it's going to rotate straight back out of that
I love this decision. Will it pay off, though? Clay working with JCap inside of Bio. They are going to clear it out. There is Formal over at B to spot this. And Attach, never afraid to challenge, is going to be peeking out this window. So many times he's beaten Formal here, and there is another one. Going to pick up the first blood. Does he escape alive? It looks like that is what's going to happen. JCap knows there's another player out. Snow, there's a player looping behind him, though, coming in from Bio. It's going to be 2. Scump coming from the back door, and it's Clayster. Last man standing now for Denial in a 1-on-2 after that first kill on Nate shot.
And of course, it's Denial who needs to plant this bomb. Clayster's going to have to pick it up and get it down. 25 seconds left. So Gaming more than happy to just give away that site and try and outplay him here. Scump should see him.
And I think Scump just did. You saw Karim immediately turn around instead of rotating over to A.
14 seconds left.
Clay's going to play for the kills here.
Oh.
And it's Krim.
Pulls.
Chasing him
picks
down.
up the kill.
Round 11 once again. Optic, they bend, but they do not break in Search and Destroy. So far, perfect in the tournament. 6-0. Another incredible finish with Crim6 getting your round-ending kill cam once again.
You know, you've heard that common phrase, Search and Destroy wins championships. This team, everyone kind of feared for the respawn, right? You look at that team, you're like, oh, the slaying. They're never going to drop a respawn. When they're not dropping a Search and Destroy all tournament long, I mean, how are you going to beat that team?
I have no answer, but
Everyone
right now
needs to
I'm
fire on all
hoping
cylinders.
Rambo Ray does. Ray, talk me through that last game.
Well, basically, let's go back to the hard point.
Yeah, let's talk about the hard point.
Before we talk about the sweetness of that round 11, let's go back to the hard point. We saw an incredible first game to open up the match. Optic was up, I think, was it
80?
Let's be fair and say 80. And Denial brought it back slowly but surely, ended up controlling hard points. As you see here, the graph, you had like a huge lead there. I mean,
Denial only getting, it was ahead by maybe 2 or 3 points in
Right.
that one little blip.
and it was slowly but surely. They didn't like have these like crazy chunks. They were just kind of like out rotating Optic and actually outslaying Optic on the hard points, and they were making some really interesting plays. I mean, to be fair, like if all four players on Denial were slaying at the given time of the start of the game, how they did through the rest, like about halfway point in the game they started slaying. If they did at the start and they kept it a little closer, they probably would have won that game.
And you see, really, the first, second, and third hills all went in Optic Gaming's favor. And then that fourth hill, I think we saw Clay bust out the LMG, something that we saw Nagafen be really use it effectively against Denial, actually,
Right,
in
yeah.
that series.
I mean, and he pulled that out in the first rotation.
Yeah.
So it's basically like they understood, like, hey, something needs to change. We're not, and it's a really veteran play by Clayster to do that. I mean, to be fair, like, this graph shows the combination of both hard points, so both times they went to Hell 1, but it's like, and to be considering that Denial was coming back through those hard points as well, it shows you how well Optic was playing at the start of that game.
I think Denial got really caught up in the second rotation of hills after hill number 4 going to hill number 5. They took that lead, but nobody rotated. Nobody set up for the next hill. I think they got so caught up in getting the lead. They got the lead, were excited, and then kind of stepped back and realized, oh no, we have nobody on rotation.
Yeah, basically, Optic won that rotation super clean and got like the first 20 seconds on that hill without much contention, and that, I mean, Denial made a very good push at the end and ended up clearing it out, but it wasn't enough.
Right, so then going into the S&D, obviously the stat beforehand, Optic 5-0 in S&D at this tournament. First 2 rounds go in Optic's favor, then Denial makes a really nice comeback. They win 3 straight. The third round, just a clean sweep of all the players of Optic Gaming. That fourth round was the Clay vs. Krim one-on-one. There's a huge win by Clay. I think really Clay kept Denial in this S&D the entire time.
I mean, Clay started 8-2.
Yeah.
And he was, I mean, to be fair, he was probably mostly the reason why they were up 3-0. Like, even though it was a team effort, it was a combined effort, he was getting the kills that they needed to get to actually win the rounds. Like, example, like at 1v2 against Optic. So basically, and from that point on, it was kind of just Optic taking over. And they were just kind of picking Denial apart. They were just really playing well as a team. There's no really like kind of flashy plays at the end of the day. It was just kind of like little bit by little, just kind of making our plays, gaining our position. And then the round 11, I mean, I'll let you go.
Yeah, I want to talk a little
Yeah.
bit about that round 11. So Attach gets that first kill over in
that's
purple.
the point here. Remember,
Huge kill.
they get the first blood.
So Denal gets first blood. Statistically speaking, you should be able to close that round out. But I want to note the big plays came from Scump and Krim on the flank. I don't know who the other player was. I believe it was actually Nadeshot outside purple, just waiting basic time out, just letting them get on that flank and be aggressive. You saw Krim get another kill, Scump pick up 2, and Clay picked up Nade outside of purple, pushed straight out up to blue, but not able to come back and make anything happen after that.
I think really what's interesting about that round was really what led up to that play. It's basically, Denal said, okay, B's not working on that much, let's try an A. Like, they pretty much just tried to switch it up. They went for a different push. They got hit by nades. Immediately, all me and Matt did at that point, we looked at our mini map like, okay, is everyone rotating? You saw players kind of get more aggressive at B to try and make sure no one's there.
Yeah.
And they cleared and they rotated. And then Formal picked a fight with that angle through purple and saw Gaminals. And then you saw an instant, Optic didn't waste any time, rotated back to B, made the setup accordingly. Even though Denal got the first pick, Denal was caught kind of like when you rotate from a side to another side, that's not your preset strategy. It's very hard to coordinate and set up accordingly. Yeah. So basically, Optic took full advantage of that. They made really great plays to try and push out the flank and use the angles that they had from that rotation and ended up winning the round.
I think Denial, what they really could have done in that S&D is they could have actually pushed that A site even harder. I thought, because
definitely, yeah.
I mean, a lot of the times Denial was on offense, you look at the minimap and Optic was just stacking B so hard. A lot of times, not even a guy looking over towards the A-bomb site. They played a player in ice, 2 guys outside purple, 1 on top blue. Nobody looking towards that A site.
I mean, I would have loved to see kind of like these strategies that I push with my team in Ghost, is basically like kind of like show something that we're not doing. Optic is very, very quick to rotate and search and destroy. And every map that we've seen, and this is one of the reasons why they win so many maps, is because they're always together when they rotate. And it's something that you have to do in this game. If you're not as a team and you're maneuvering around, then you really get caught up in the fast movement. And then it's super hard to kill. It's kind of easy to get away from a gunfight. So if you're outnumbered, normally you won't really get the end of it. So that's something that Optic does. And if let's say you throw a smoke on B side and you push Optic back from B side, you get a plan.
We haven't really seen too many smokes in S&D so far.
Yeah,
I think somebody should kind of, even if it's just a distraction, kind of throw a smoke over on A, maybe show there originally, and then pull back, then even go re-enter the site. I think that could be something
There's
useful.
a lot of mind games to be played that I feel like, and especially with teams like Optic, and there's a lot of teams, to be fair, that play that. And it's technically the right way of playing it, of rotating once you know something's coming. And it's really forcing those kind of pushes from a team without really doing an actual push. So it's almost like magic. You're like magically saying, hey, go here, but we're not here.
Right, yeah. A diversion, so to speak.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So you see the players of Denial on your screen right now. What do they need to do just kind of mentally to get back in this?
I mean, to be fair, they've lost 6-5 insertion by 6 in hardpoint.
Right.
You really can't be that
They're
down at this point. You are holding up against Optic. You are playing a great game. And I'm not entirely sure if these next 2 games are their strong suits for hardpoint for a respawn, but if Cap had a rough first game, if Cap has a good game that game, I mean, Denial's probably winning that.
If Cap goes even game 1, they probably win that
They'd
game.
probably take it. So, yeah.
Well, now you see it's going to be the analysis for the first 2 maps from me and Ray, but let's send it back up to the desk to Puckett and Ben for this Detroit uplink.